Unpopular opinion, but I don't like how the autistic way of thinking is usually seen by society as the wrong way of thinking when sometimes they're just thinking differently, but it doesn't make the way that they're thinking wrong. There's certain things that autistic people do that doesn't harm anybody and isn't necessarily inherently wrong, but I feel like society sees as wrong just because they don't fit in with other people and just because they don't conform to other people in society. Don't get me wrong, I'm autistic in certain ways it's definitely disabling, but I'm just trying to raise the ethical question of the parts that are not disabling and the parts that are just more of not fitting into society. Why should somebody have to mask and fit in and do things a certain way just because other people are doing it when it's not hurting anybody for them to do it the way that they're doing it? To what point is it ethically okay to tell somebody to mask to fit in with society and change who they truly are when there's nothing necessarily inherently wrong with the way that they're naturally doing things? For example, if an autistic person is really excited and they start moving their hands a certain way instead of clapping their hands like a neurotypical person does, what is inherently wrong with that? Like, yes, it's abnormal, but is there something inherently wrong with being abnormal? I believe that autism would still be disabling even if society was more accepting. Lights would still be too bright for me, sounds would still be too loud, I'd still have sensory issues and certain other issues. But if society was more accepting of people for being different, I do think that it would eliminate a lot of problems. And so I think we should ask ourselves, why is society so unaccepting of anybody just for being different? I also think we should ask ourselves the next time we think that somebody is giving the wrong answer for something, whether or not it's just a different answer or if it's actually just a different way of thinking. I know in college there was discussion board questions that I would interpret differently than other students would, but I technically would have the right answer, and the professors would even say so. Because my answer technically was not wrong, I just looked at it differently than other people might have. Again, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I just wanted to throw that out there and see if anybody agrees or has any thoughts.